Good evening, everybody. Welcome. We are back for another Real Estate Investing with Tarek Facebook Live. Really excited about today's training and Q&A because the foundation to any business, really, not just real estate, it's going to be marketing, right? So today we're going to kind of dive deep into the different types of marketing that I'm doing, and then we're also going to talk about some of the marketing that you guys can be doing without spending a ton of money. Because I know when you're first a real estate investor, the one thing we don't have is a lot of extra money. So when it comes to marketing, there are ways to do marketing without breaking the bank, without spending 50, 100, 200, $300,000 a month. So I'm going to give it a second here while everybody hops on. And let me know, where's everybody at today? And today's webinar is a little bit different. It's 5 p.m. here on the West Coast. Normally we have these in the morning, but I had to go film today, so we pushed it. So where's everybody tuning in from right now? All right. So I'm going to give it another second here while everybody joins. And also, this is now a podcast. So if you're listening to this on the podcast, very nice to meet you and welcome. We're so excited to share our thoughts on real estate and give you as much free education and training as we possibly can to help you get started as a real estate investor. Or if you're looking to get to the next level, we can help you with that too. All right, so I'm going to kick this thing off and we're just going to start talking about marketing. So, over the years, I have done so many different types of marketing. And here's something to understand. Not all marketing is equal. So, I used to think, oh, I'm going to go do print marketing. And then I would go try print marketing and my phone wouldn't ring. And I'd be like, oh, print marketing doesn't work. Let me go try something else. Well, what I learned is print marketing works, but then you have to dive deep and really figure out what pieces are going to cause the phone to ring. What messages are going to cause the phone to ring? So it's not just about sending something, it's about sending the right thing. So some of the different marketing strategies that I've used over the years, one heaviest in digital marketing, our online presence is huge. I mean, I'm pretty sure prior to March, April of this year, on digital alone, we were spending about, I think it was about $150,000 a month on marketing. And just so you guys know, my marketing budget at Tarek Buys Houses, when we're in full, like going full go 100%, we're spending about $300,000 a month. And no, I don't expect you to start out spending $300,000 a month. So we do digital marketing, we do print marketing, we ran TV commercials, and I mean, we're doing so many different things to get that phone to ring. So outside of getting the phone to ring through marketing, well, there's the prospecting side of things, like calling absentee owners or text messaging real estate agents or networking with real estate agents. But today's mostly about marketing. So when it comes to digital marketing, I find that you have to have a pretty decent budget to really get that phone ringing. When you're talking about digital marketing. And here's something that's interesting. And for my homeschooled students, tomorrow's webinar is just so exciting, and I'm going to tell you why. So a few months ago, I was like, man, I'm going to go on a mission right now. I need to find the best print marketing specialist I possibly can to help me put together a campaign. So what I did is I found this company on social media. And by the way, they're going to be speaking to us tomorrow live on the Homeschooled webinar. So make sure you guys show up if you guys can make it. And if you're not part of the program yet, don't forget to book your free mentorship call because this is the value we bring. So let me get back to the print marketing. So I found this company. I spoke with this gentleman. Long story short, I spent less than $20,000 and we received over 110 phone calls and we got 5 deals out of it. So do the math on that. Did we get a return on investment? Yes. I can also say in the past, there have been times where I had spent $200,000 on marketing and I did not get 5 deals. And the reason I didn't get 5 deals is because the marketing matters. The size of the postcard matters. The colors on the postcard matter. The message on the postcard matter. Who you're sending it to matters. So now we know what we have to do, and then we have to dig deep and find out what marketing pieces are going to cause the phone to ring. So tomorrow night, for you homeschool students, if you guys can make it, we're having the company come on. They're going to show us the exact pieces they used at Tarek Buys Houses to get that phone ringing. and that thing was ringing off the hook. So because of that, I'm going to continue with the same message and the same marketing every single month until the phone stops ringing. And then if the phone stops ringing, guess what I'm going to do? Well, I'm going to find a different piece, or I'm going to mail to a different market, or I'm going to send it to different groups of individuals. So, so right now, if you're not working with a big budget, okay, let's just say you have a marketing budget of say $2,000 a month, or even $1,000 a month, or whatever you can handle. I think or mail marketing is the best way to get the phone ringing. And let me tell you how I started back in 2010. I had no budget, so what I would do is I would pull lists of like notice of defaults. I would pull lists of absentee owners. I would pull lists of multiple property owners. And I would literally handwrite letters to every single homeowner. I would write the return address, my address, everything on the outside of the envelope. I'd put the stamp on there, and I would do this until my hand was cramping. And then I'd go to my left hand. I'd try to write with my left hand, and that hand would start cramping. So just do whatever it takes to get your pieces out there. So if you want to start marketing, I'm a big believer in sending print mail marketing or handwritten letters. So those are the two things. If there's anything you can implement in 2022, those are the things I want you to do, because I know those are going to cause the phone to ring. Any questions on the print marketing? Kelly, Amir, where do you pull these? Where do you pull these lists from? So within Homeschooled, we have a software called Deal Finder, and Deal Finder can scrape your list. They can get you the phone numbers, and it can get you everything you need to start your campaign. So if you haven't booked your strategy session, I would check that out and make sure you talk to the rep about the Deal Finder that we offer. It's nice to see everybody on the East Coast. It's late. You guys must be excited about real estate. I like it. All right, I'm just scrolling through these questions, everyone. Give me 1 second. Blackfoot, Idaho. I've never heard of that. That's a neat place. What information should be on the marketing mailings besides how to contact you? I mean, the main message is you want to buy their house, so make sure you mention that you're interested in purchasing the property. If you're writing a handwritten letter, just keep it simple. And a great thing you can do is jump on Google, and there are so many different examples of handwritten letters that you can get, and it'll tell you exactly what to say. But, off the top of my head, it's like, hey Bob, my name is Tarek El Musa, and I saw that you own the property at 123 Main Street. I'm looking to buy some homes in the area, so I was just wondering if you had any interest in selling? Question mark. If so, please give me a call. ... And that would be like a handwritten letter. And the reason handwritten letters are so good is because they're personalized, right? And the people receiving them know they're personalized. So when I'm doing my print mail campaigns, they're not handwritten letters. We're sending postcards. But on the back of the postcard, we have a robot write the message. So it's an actual ink, and it looks like a human did it, but a robot did it. But we're able to do mass volume like that, because the personalized letters is what's going to get that phone to ring. And, like I said, I spent a lot of money on marketing. If you don't have the money to hire that robot, well, guess what? You're the robot. So you got to get out there and start writing those letters. Just take action. I'm serious. Just write those letters, send them out, and wait for the phone to ring. And here's the important part about leads, okay? I've been in sales for 20 years. If you don't answer that call the very first time, the odds of you getting that deal is going to drop exponentially. So it is so important to make sure you answer that phone. So if I were you, I would go get, what do they call it, a bat phone, like a specific marketing phone, like a prepaid phone. So when that phone rings, someone's calling off a marketing piece. So separate your personal phone from your real estate phone. So when that thing's ringing, it's a lead, and I don't care what you're doing. You drop everything you're doing. You answer that phone and you try to get that deal. All right, let me scroll for some more questions here. Courtney, she's been going back and forth with print and emails. Great. It's all about consistency. Guys, there's no secret sauce. This business is a contact game. And it's as simple as this. If you make more contacts, you're going to get more leads. If you get more leads, you're going to get more deals. If you do more good deals, you're going to make more money. If you're making more money, you reinvest in your business and then you can scale. Okay, so let's talk about what's a contact. A contact could be a phone call, a text message, an email, a handshake. It could be a handwritten letter. It could be a postcard. Anything that touches a homeowner or a real estate agent should be considered a contact. An example, if you send 5 marketing pieces out, well, that's contacting 5 people. The odds of getting a deal, probably pretty slim. If I were to send 5 million pieces out, I'm going to say that again, 5 million pieces out. Am I going to get a deal? I am 100% confident if I sent 5 million pieces out, I'm going to get a deal. So remember, massive action, massive volume. Whenever you think you're doing a lot, do 10 times more. Okay, let me look for my next question here. I'm so glad you guys joined me tonight. I had a long day filming. I was shooting Flipping 101 today in West Covina. All right, where are we at? All right, I'm just looking for the next questions. Courtney wrote, I read on Bigger Pockets, someone sends out $20,000 a month and ends up getting 3 to 4 contracts, around 13,000 a piece per month. Yeah, so there is a return. You just have to make sure you're sending the right piece because what you send matters. I can tell you this because I've spent millions of dollars, and there have been times where I've spent hundreds of $1,000s on print mail and my phone was not ringing. And it's not because print mail didn't work, it's because what I was sending was the wrong piece. So it's very important to know what you're sending. Kathleen Crisp, we put up 55 bandit signs and I received 3 calls today. Also do a lot of driving for dollars and door knocking and leave door hangers behind if I do not make contact with the owner. Kathleen, this is exactly what you need to be doing. Everybody, if you can see the comments, I'm going to read this again. She put up 55 bandit signs. Yes, put up signs. If someone calls, that's a contact. So get out there, put up signs everywhere. Put up 555 signs. Okay? Driving for dollars. But here's what I want you to do. Most people, they drive for dollars. They see a house that looks like it needs to get fixed up. They write down the address. They send a card. That's great. There's one thing missing. If you're driving and you see a house that you want to send a card to, before you send the card, put your car in park, get out of your car, go knock on that door, and ask them if they want to sell the house. And these are all ways you guys can generate leads without spending money, or at least a lot of money. You know, bandit signs, there's a cost to that, but not that much, right? So if you did 100 signs and you went out there and you put them out there, I mean, it takes a lot of work, but the phone's going to ring. If you're driving for dollars, knocking on doors, you're going to generate leads. And I love the fact that you leave door hangers when you're out there on the streets. Very smart. Well done. Kathleen, are you ready in homeschooled? I wish you guys could talk back to me. I feel like a crazy person just talking to myself all the time. All right, Kathleen is also building her wholesaler list. That's fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing. Massive, massive action. Laura, I live in a town with only 5,000 people. I feel very limited. Plus, I know so many people and they don't move much. I'm not sure what town you're in, but with today's technology, you can do this in other towns, you know. Through Homeschooled, we teach people how to use software to access homes for sale all over the country and virtually wholesale houses. So if that's something you're thinking about doing, I would definitely schedule your strategy session. Sonia, would you say door knocking is too dangerous in today's environment? You know, people are door knocking all day, every day, whether they're selling solar, whether they're selling alarm systems, whether they're selling real estate. I would say, you know, if you're going to go out there and door knock, have a little pepper spray on you and make sure it's daylight out and make sure you're in a decent area. Okay. Uh-oh. Sorry guys, my screen scrolled a little too fast. Okay. Yeah, Courtney, we could do Zoom sessions, but unfortunately through Facebook, we can't do that. In my homeschooled program, we do live Zoom sessions, so I get to interact with the students. And actually, tomorrow night we're going to be on for two or probably 2.5 hours, going over everything we're talking about today, but in really good detail. And then for my homeschooled students, we just announced every Thursday we're gonna do deal review and comping with Tarek Buys Houses. So I have my two head guys at my company jumping on with all of the students every Thursday to review their deals with them. And this is the best way to learn to analyze properties. So it's watching the best in the business take properties and figure out how much they should pay for them, how much it's going to cost to fix them, and what they think it's going to sell for, and really how to run those comps. So if you're in homeschool, you got to make it Thursday. If you have any houses or deals you're working on, you got to submit them so we can review them. If you're not in homeschool, you got to check this out. So book your strategy session. Mark, how do you know if the person wants to sell their house just by randomly knocking? You nailed it. That is it. I used to spend at least 4 or 5 hours a day going door to door, hundreds and hundreds of houses a week, asking people that exact question. Most times, they slam the door in my face. Sometimes, they let me buy their house. Is it worth it? Absolutely. All right, we got Adam on tonight. What's up, Adam? You're going to love tomorrow's training. It's going to be so great for your business. By the way, Adam, who's just in the message box here, he's one of our homeschooled students. He has 11 flips going right now. This guy is absolutely crushing it, and we're working really hard on helping him scale and get to the next level by implementing systems and new strategies. So, Adam, I'm so excited for everything you got going. And then tomorrow your mind is going to be blown. You're going to have to start print marketing, get that phone ringing, and let's do more deals. Hardin Hayampur, where do you see house prices going? I think there is a very, very good chance that the house prices could be going down. Does that mean we are not wholesaling? Does that mean we are not flipping? Does that mean we're not investing? Absolutely not. You got to remember, real estate, it doesn't drop 20% in value in a 90-day period, right? It takes time. So, and remember, when you're going to buy these houses, you're not paying market value. You're trying to pay 60, 65 cents on the dollar. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you're buying it at the right price, getting it done fast and unloading it, whether the prices are going down or not, it doesn't matter. There's still going to be room for a profit. Sonia, should you carry a contract with you? No, you don't need to carry a contract with you because when you're going to go knock on the door, you're going to ask them, "Hey, are you interested in selling the house?" If they say yes, well, from there you're going to walk around, take a tour of the house, ask them questions, find out how much money they want for the house, find out where they're moving, find out what their time frame is, and then once you get all the data from the homeowner, well, then you go back to the office and then you get on with us on Thursday, and then we're going to do a deal review and let you know what to offer on that house. And once we let you know what to offer on that house, that's when you're going to go back to the seller with the contract. Mark, you are very ambitious. Well, Mark, I had no choice. You see, my family didn't have money, and I was a broke 20-year-old kid living in a garage with cockroaches. So I said, well, is it more miserable to live in my garage, or is it more miserable to knock on hundreds and hundreds of doors and get exercise? I decided it was more miserable to live in my mom's garage. This is a great question. Aisha King Ruiz. The way the world is today, do you feel like print marketing is still effective, or is social media the way to go? Think about what you just said right there. Everybody's marketing on social media, right, Alicia? Aisha? So what does that mean they're probably not doing? They're probably not doing print marketing. So you just brought up a very good point. A lot of people stopped mail marketing and they're all doing digital, which means what? There's more competition. On social, there's more competition. So everybody's gotten away from print, and that's why I'm going back to print because there's not as much demand right now, which means there's more opportunity. And that's why I like print mail. And also think about the demographic of the people we're buying houses from. Are they 20, 25-year-old kids? Probably not. They're probably a little bit seasoned. They're probably a little bit older. And they're probably not on TikTok and Instagram. What's up? Oh, there's Adam again. Oh, you're welcome, man. I've enjoyed working with you, and it's just such an honor to be your coach, man. You're one of our shining star students, and I love the growth that you're having. And this is just the beginning. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, man. We're gonna be working together until you own hundreds, if not thousands, of apartments. And that's the key, guys. I'm teaching you guys about real estate investing, about how to make money. But once you make money, what do? There's a whole nother side of the business that I have to teach you. Once you make that money, you got to reinvest it, right? So I always say this: the reason I invest in real estate is so I can invest in real estate. So the reason I flip houses and wholesale houses is to make money to buy commercial buildings, office buildings, multifamily, self-storage, passive income properties. Yeah, we've done some deals in Ohio, Mark. Yes, we have. Courtney loves hopping on these. They keep her motivated. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. And honestly, my goal is just to bring as much value to you guys as possible. You know my story. It was a rough ride getting to where I got, and I couldn't have done it alone. And I had a coach at a young age. They really helped me get to where I got. So it's my time to pay it forward and give back. Spencer, where can I find contracts for the buyer or seller to sign? Within Homeschooled, we offer different contracts. So I would say book your strategy session. But outside of that, whatever state you're in, you could probably just Google for sale by owner contracts California, and they'll probably come up. Yeah, everyone is done with spam emails, spam voicemails, and spam texts. Courtney, very good point. Over the last couple years, everybody has been spamming all of our cell phones. I'm a real estate investor. I want to buy your house. These ringless voicemails. Oh, I want to buy your house. Guess what? The party's over. Like everybody's doing that and everybody's bothered by it, right? So that's not something I'm focusing on right now. Kathleen, we are marketing on social media, personal and business page, and improved Google page performance by geocaching. So geofencing, I think. Well, geocaching, well, yeah, you probably know the word better than me. Those are all great. Kathleen, you're doing some really incredible things. Are you in the homeschool program? Because if not, we got to put a little bit of gas on that fire because you have a really good foundation. There's Sonia. I sometimes get text messages from flippers looking to buy my rental property. What happened is everybody started doing the same thing. Here's an interesting story. I actually started texting real estate agents for deals back in 2011 before anybody did it. There was no automated texting, there was nothing like that. And it worked. I actually got deals, but I had to do it with my fingers and my phone. All right, let me find some more questions here. Oh, Kathleen, you've graduated. Oh, all right. Well, we need to talk because we have a new special going on for our graduated students. But you've graduated. That's why you're doing such a good job. You're kicking butt out there. So if you want to get back involved, or maybe you're already involved, we'd love to continue working with you. So Daniel, if you're on right now, if you could reach out to Kathleen and let her know how she can continue, that'd be awesome. And Kathleen, I'm not sure if you saw the announcement. I'm personally doing all of the Wednesday trainings now. So on the Wednesday trainings, it's me live, hour and a half, 2 hours. And then also I'm going to try to get on the comp reviews. And then also I'm going to try to make the boot camps too. So I'm getting as involved with this as I possibly can for you guys. And also just a quick reminder, because we only have a couple minutes here. Next week, we are not having a training because it is Thanksgiving week and I will be out of town with the family. Aurelie, hi Tarek. I watched last night one of the previous homeschooled videos from last year. JP mentioned magnets on Ubers or Lyft or DoorDash. Have you used this technique? I have not used this technique, but do I think it would work? Yeah, if you can get drivers to put your marketing on the side of their cars, of course. That's just more people seeing those signs. I buy houses. I buy houses for cash. Call me today. That was nice, Kathleen. Thank you. Laura Schultz. Laura both Schultz. Sorry, guys, I'm losing my voice here. I've been talking all day. It's my third webinar of the day, and I filmed. Okay, Laura. How would you handle if someone approaches you to buy and flip their family home because they trust you, but they have a dollar amount they want, but it's going to cost $130,000 to fix it up, and with the market the way it is, I'm not sure I'll be able to come out ahead. I haven't found any investors yet, so not sure what to do. The house has great potential. This would be my second flip, plus contractors are difficult to find. Laura, if you're looking for a partner and if it was a deal, I might be interested in doing that deal with you if you wanted some help. But, here's the thing. They want you to buy the house, but at their price, right? So, that's at their price. If they wanted you to buy the house, they'd let you buy it at your price. So make sure you do not overpay. Make sure you negotiate the right price, a fair price. Top 3 marketing strategies on a budget. Handwritten letters or mail, like those are 2 great ones right there. Knocking on doors, getting out there, hitting the streets, driving for dollars, but actually getting out of your car and talking to humans. I think that's really, really important. And those are probably the top 3 things you can do to kick this thing off. Adam, yeah, we can review rentals as well. Absolutely. So on the Thursday deal reviews at Homeschooled, we'll review flips and rentals. Jenny Lopez, looking to buy my first fix and flip, but so scared to get into a bad deal and not sure how to connect with a private money lender. Well, that's because you need to be part of a family, right? At Homeschooled, we're a family. So our job is to teach you, mentor you, and hold your hand through the process. So an example of that would be the bad deal. Well, if you don't want to buy a bad deal, well, then you need to run that deal by your coach, or you need to run it by me on the Thursday deal review, right? Because I'm not going to let you go buy a bad deal if you show it to me. So that's one thing. And when it comes to private money or lenders, we can refer you to hard money lenders. When it comes to private money lenders, well, we can teach you how to go out there and get private money. So if you haven't booked your free strategy session, you should probably check it out. All right, guys, I think we got 1 or 2 more questions here. Mark, would you consider getting a residential architecture degree? If you want to be an architect, yes. If you want to be a real estate investor, no. Let's see here. Yvette, happy Thanksgiving. Courtney, do you prefer an assignment deal or a wholesale deal? It's the same thing, right? Unless I'm crazy. An assignment deal is where you assign the contract. A wholesale deal is where you wholesale the house. It's the same thing, just using a different word. Okay, all right, we're going to do 1 more questions here, and then I need to go take care of my sick wife because I don't want to get in trouble. All right, well, I'm getting a lot of happy Thanksgiving, so I guess we'll end it with that. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I hope it's just a wonderful holiday. I'm just so excited for the break. I'm going to go out to the desert for a week and really just evaluate my life, set some big goals, and really get myself fired up and motivated for 2023 because there is the biggest opportunity in real estate in a long, long time right around the corner. And right now, more than ever, is the time to get ready. So if you want to get ready, if you want to get involved, if you want to get some mentoring and coaching and training from me and my team, book your strategy session. We'd love to help you kickstart your career and really help you get to the next level. So I hope you all have a fantastic night. Have a fantastic holiday, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bye, everybody.